All right, so this is how to schedule content for Facebook, especially on your Facebook page. And this is really easy because you can basically do this for about an hour 1 month, and then you'll have all your posts scheduled for a whole month, and you don't really need to go back to it. Um, there's a lot of people that are, hopefully reading this content, and they will, based on it, they'll want to maybe ask questions about the real estate market, or, talk to you about their specific situation, maybe related to buying or selling their house, or maybe a friend they know that has that same uh, thing. So we look at the Facebook page here. Very easy to see that it's probably quite similar to yours. If you want to post something, then you can always, you know, um, basically create a post here. Let's go out and find something to post real quick. In the Bay Area real estate. Also, Michael Belfour, he sends me a weekly media list as well. Stuff that he actually posts. And, sometimes it's actually a nice little easy shortcut to be able to just pick some of the stuff that he shares and then repost it. So you can see there's a ton of articles here that he's basically got scheduled himself that he just kind of out of courtesy shared with us himself too. So you can always ask Michael Belfour for these media links, or you can also always search for your own content as well. So very easy search Bay Area real estate. You can search San Leandro real estate or Oakland real estate, and or coronavirus real estate. Things related to specific topics that you might want to research and know about, and also share with your clients. Let's see here. This was an article I was reading previously. It's kind of intriguing to me because this is the only thing that I have, seen that was any kind of indication that we could see a drop in the housing market. Previously it was unemployment that I thought, might be an indicator. Unemployment seems to be, or employment seems to be picking up again. So what else could cause the Bay Area market to go down? Dropping rents might possibly cause housing prices to go down also as well. And this is something that obviously Darman is kind of more in your wheelhouse. So I bet you would have a lot more opinions to share with your clients and your constituents through your Facebook page, things like that. So we could, post this right now. Or we can also go down here to where it says post scheduling and additional options available in publishing tools. So we click on that. It'll take us to the publishing tools page where we can actually schedule out posts instead. So you can see here, there's on the left-hand side, the menu, story archive, publish posts, scheduled posts. So let's click on scheduled posts, and we can see all these posts that I have scheduled out for basically the month of June. And also, there was stuff that I saw like an article about haunted architecture. So I was like, oh, I'll just go ahead and schedule this out for October 3rd, 2020. Another post for fall that I scheduled out for November 1st. So you can really schedule this out, however far in advance in the future you want to. But it looks like for this month here, I have so far got things scheduled out for June 23rd. I think I did this at the very beginning of the month and just never finished June 23rd. So we can pick it up to start scheduling June 24th as well. So you always want to kind of try and obviously post good content, but it's even better if you kind of go the extra distance and actually write some thoughtful comments as well. So after reading the article a little bit, we can see that rents are down from 9% a year ago. We can actually even copy some of this content and, if you like, put in quotes. And I can also put in my comments. Maybe a factor to watch. See if it at all affects our housing prices. And you can always, you know, write some kind of something to promote yourself if you are thinking of getting out of renting. Oh. Also, as well, I have a set of hashtags built out, which I think you guys might also by now as well, where I basically got a templated amount of hashtags that I have inside of a notepad that I copy and then paste into every single post I have as well. There it is right there. There's my signature that I've copied from my notepad and my set of hashtags. So that is actually ready to be scheduled out. Let's go ahead and schedule posts for June 24th. And I like to actually schedule the post at around 5 o'clock in the morning. I find that there's actually a good amount of people that are up at this time, either to go to work or families or you know, get their kids to school, things like that. Also, as well, if you look 3 hours ahead in East Coast time, this is basically at about 8:21 in the morning, which is also kind of another prime time for people to be reading articles or on social media right before work as well. Maybe they're reading on their commute, things like that. So that's why I like to choose that time. Other people have different ideas about, you know, best time to post, things like that. But let's go ahead and hit schedule. And it's going to go ahead and schedule for us and put it inside of this timeline to schedule post. So we refresh the page. And hit scheduled posts. There it is right there, June 24th. So that's the article that we were just working on. So obviously we can do another one here. And then I'll show you something a little bit different here as well. Let's hit news. That way we get some more news articles. Spring comeback for SF housing lags behind other Bay Area counties. Wealthy San Francisco homeowners are fleeing to sprawling wine country. Okay, this one's kind of interesting. I've got comments about this one. So this is an article that I found that I'd love to post. And let's let it load for a second. Now I've got a Chrome extension that I built for a website called Sniply. It's snip.ly. And what it does is it allows me to actually track how many people are looking at this article. And also there's what we call a call to action link, which is this button down here that gets embedded into the web page. So while they're reading this article, they also have the option to click into that button that I've inserted, and it will send the viewer to my profile page on Compass. So that's kind of an added extra benefit. So let's go ahead and snip it and then copy it and post it into here instead of just the raw article. The comments that I wanted to write was, let's see, we might be forgetting that the and Sonoma counties had large amounts of fires in the recent past. And I wonder if we will continue to have these natural disasters. Just something on my mind. Sometimes, getting as controversial as possible is good, because then you'll actually get people that want to interact with you and share their comments. Let's go to the notepad and copy paste those hashtags as well. So this one also is ready to go now. So let's schedule it for the 25th at 5:26 a.m. And now it's publishing. If we refresh the page, then it should show up. I really like the Sniply tool a lot. Actually, there it is, June 25th, 5:26 a.m. Let's take a look at it real quick here. There's been times that I really was really dialed into this and was very actively using it in order to try and find good conversion. So like you see here, there was actually in this month here in December of last year, I posted 40 of these sniffs, like the one you just saw. 565 people looked at those web links or those articles that I posted during that time in December last year. And 7 people actually clicked through to go to this profile page and read more about myself or my listings or my sales or my profile, whatever. So that was actually a really good month. You can see other months like January of this year. And you can see I would change the call to action button every month to have a new message. We can see 2 people clicked through on that month. February was a leap year, or leap year, I guess the beginning of the leap year with a new an extra day, February 29th. So that's why I made that call to action. Wrote made 37 snips, and there were 170 people that had read the web articles and 2 people that clicked through to the profile page. So when we talk about metrics and seeing how effective this posting is, to our Facebook page or other media, things like that, then we can see there are actually people, looking at this content. You can see in April Fools, I was so busy that I didn't even have time to do this, and subsequently there was much less stuff that I posted with the snip, and then also less people looking at the web pages and less conversion happening as well. Mm-hmm. So this is a tool that I highly recommend you guys look into. If you were at all ever, kind of studying anything that I was doing, you can also see that I put one of these Sniply links onto my link tree. So I could also track how many people were looking at things like Linktree, my Zillow pages, Compass profile pages, stuff like that. And then you can kind of also redirect them to other, pieces of content or marketing that you have out there. So highly recommend you look into building out a Sniply account also. It's free. And there is an upgrade account, but for the purposes that I have for it, I'm really only using a free account and seeing a lot of results out of it. So, or I guess not seeing results directly out of it, but being able to measure maybe results that might happen from it.
Yeah.
So that is a way for you to be able to kind of save time by basically just doing all this all at one time. And then, then you basically have spent that hour for the whole month, and then you can go into doing other things that are maybe more important or, more pressing or more immediate. This is Facebook, where we have this scheduling component inside of basically the Facebook page. But there's also stuff that you can do for Instagram as well. So let's go to one that I was actually previously using. I don't really use it that much anymore just because I'm not super focused right now on creating content for Instagram. But this is a free account. You can see it's basically got a calendar here where we can schedule out our posts for Instagram as well. It's connected directly to our Instagram account, and for the month of June, let's say, the 12th specifically, if we go out and find some stuff that we want to either upload ourselves as content or actually repost other people's stuff too, then we can do that. Let's see if there is anything that we can find in Compass Real Estate under the hashtag Compass Real Estate. And there is. So there's stuff that other people have posted that is under the hashtag Compass Real Estate. These are all probably Compass realtors that are promoting themselves. Let's try and find a piece of semi-generic content that we can repost, and then I can show you how to also schedule stuff in Planoly. And also to let you know, this is probably one of the more well-known Instagram scheduling software, but it's not the only one. You can actually, I think there's like 2 or 3 other very, very popular ones that you might want to look into that might also be, a good option for you to maybe easier for you to use, things like that. But I found this one pretty easy to use. It's a free account, and let's try this one. Let's do this one. So we hit the plus button here. So basically, it's saying this is the content that the previous person, the original poster, had put up. We can modify it, of course. We can change the hashtags if we want to. We can add the signature that I had in my notepad that I had saved before. Let's go ahead and do that. Copy that from the notepad, copy this into the Instagram post. You can see here that Instagram actually only allows, I think it's 26 hashtags. So we need to actually get rid of some because we need this number to be at least in the 0, not negative. You can see this person made a very generic post and put basically hashtags for every single brokerage there is out there. It's not necessarily actually a Compass specific post. Now we can reschedule or schedule to post this at a certain time. Let's try it tomorrow at 4:30 a.m. Good enough. So automatically posted to Instagram. We also posted to Facebook. We also posted to Twitter as well. So, I have to upgrade to do it to Twitter. I think I probably have to upgrade in order to do it to, Facebook also. So we'll just, would I like to save them? Let's save them. Oops. Let's see, where'd that post go? Okay, so let's just schedule it for, instead of doing all the other sites, let's just schedule it to Instagram because I don't. No. So you just hit save, and then we can go to our calendar, and we could be ready to go for. Oh, actually, I did too. Let's unschedule this one. Yeah, no, we only have one. 4:30 a.m. And then you could, spend an hour and do the whole month as well. And that way everything's archived on Instagram as well. And you can go about your business and do other stuff that is more important. So these are two very, very easy, very quick time-saving methods that you can use in order to get content up inside of your social media or in your marketing, so you can go and do other stuff that's more important. So this is stuff that you can schedule out to do maybe early in the morning before you start doing your emails, or late at night after you taking care of family, put everyone to bed, things like that. So that's about usually when I do it too. When I have really nothing else to do, I'll jump in here and schedule out for as much time as I can in the far future, and that way I won't have to worry about coming back to it.
Can you use this website on your phone, or do you have to do it on your computer?
Planoly?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Let's see, actually. That's a good, I don't know what it would look like. But I mean, they pretty much have an app for everything now, so. Let's see. Don't see one. You guys know about the Repost app?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is. So there is an app for Planoly.
Oh yeah, I found it. Okay.
You might want to look into the Repost app also. The Repost app, it copies the Instagram link, and then it allows you to repost the link onto your own Instagram profile. Carries the picture over as well as all the comments, things like that. And so I actually use that in real time whenever I see something interesting that I want to repost, rather than try and go and search for it in Planoly and schedule it like I used to. I used to use Planoly a lot in order to kind of build the audience, but now I feel like the audience is built. So I'm using Repost a lot more than I am Planoly now. So this is a reason why, I really, want to endorse it now, especially for you guys when you're building your presence online. But I think there's always, an evolution, and at a certain point, Planoly might not, you could keep on using it forever. But for me, it was, I wanted to kind of switch it up and then go in a different direction.
Yeah.
Well, I highly recommend you guys start off with this. Planoly is a great tool. There's another one that I've seen called later.com, I think, and I think there's another one called Tailwind. You can also use it with Hootsuite as well, which is kind of like an aggregator that puts all of them together, that you can take one post and post it to Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, all at the same time.
What's that one called?
Hootsuite, Hootsuite. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's what I've got for you there. Let me stop the recording here.